Hello, I'm Eric Keller, SICK Product Specialist for EandM, and welcome to the beautiful Pacific Northwest. I get a lot of questions from our customers on whether or not they should use vision-based barcode scanners or laser-based barcode scanners, and I want to take a few minutes to discuss the pros and cons of each and how they may fit into your applications. First off, we have the laser-based barcode scanner from SICK. The laser-based barcode scanners take your traditional grocery store barcode scanner and kind of, pump up the volume by making this ready for industrial use. They're IP65 rated. They use standard M12 connectors. They have feedback LEDs on them, teach-in buttons. Some of them can come with oscillating mirrors to give you a bit of vertical raster being the up and down movement of the laser line, all to scan 1D barcodes. The vision-based units, called the Lector series, is a newer vision-based barcode scanner from SICK. They come in multiple sensor sizes depending upon each application. They're a modular standalone system, meaning you can change out the internal lighting for different colors, different size and number of LEDs. You can change out the lensing, so you can change the field of view and depth of focus for your application. And again, they use standard M12 connectors. You can control external lighting all in one nice small standalone package. So some of the pros and cons of laser-based scanners is that they are really fast. So they have a mirror in there that spins at a really high speed distributing laser, so we can read barcodes that come by at a really fast rate. With the addition of the oscillating mirror to give us vertical raster, it allows us to also scan barcodes that may have a little bit of rotational variability within the field of view. Some of the downfalls to the laser-based barcode scanner is that you can only scan 1D barcodes. So it's a little tough, but we do have the high speeds. Some of the benefits on the vision-based barcode is that because it is a camera, I can pick up multiple barcodes in one scan. I can also scan 2D barcodes or stacked barcodes on top of 1D barcodes. And it is modular, so I can change a lot of the features, which also is part of its limitation because it is very application specific to install and commission a vision-based barcode, because depending upon how far away from the object, the variability of each object coming by, we may have to change lenses or potentially change sensor sizes. So which technology to use really depends on the application. So for example, say we have barcodes coming down the line that were placed on a box and maybe they're mostly uniform coming down the line at a pretty high speed. In that case, for 1D barcodes, a laser-based solution really makes sense because we have a fast conveyor speed, so the boxes are coming through the field of view very quickly, and we're looking at 1D barcodes that have maybe plus or minus 10-15 degrees of skew, whether they were put on by a machine or by hand. They're all relatively the same in the same position. The laser barcode really makes sense because it gives us that high conveyor belt speed. The downfall is we are limited to 1D barcodes only on laser-based scanners. So if we want to scan, for example, these UPS labels that have all three, have 3 barcodes on them, have a 2D barcode, maybe the labels are placed by hand at the UPS store and it's coming down an in-feed line, we would definitely want to use a vision-based unit. The great thing about the vision-based unit is it really does not care the orientation of these labels as long as these barcodes are always in its field of view. The other great thing is the Lector barcode scanner gives you the option to scan these 2D barcodes. So 2D barcodes combined with 1D barcodes, the Lector can read all 3 of these in one shot. The only downfall is we have to process all of that data, and therefore we can't handle the higher conveyor belt speeds. So if you want high conveyor belt speeds and 1D barcodes that are usually pretty uniform, laser-based is your go-to. If you want to have multiple barcodes in a single read, any orientation, 2D barcodes, vision-based is your way to go. So I hope this has helped you decide what kind of barcode scanner you need. Feel free to reach out to any of your local SICK product specialists, and we'd be happy to set up a demo or look at your application for you. Thanks, and have a great afternoon.